communities along the coast of southeast Louisiana. They're getting ready for that storm surge and the possibility of some stronger winds.
Well, Rachel Hamley is live in St. Bernard Parish near the floodgates on Highway 46 and 300. Rachel, how are people there preparing?
They're mostly getting things out of the water, like boats and crab traps. Nobody I talked to today was really that worried about their houses or their property. One sign that the impacts here are not going to be too bad is right behind me. You mentioned that these are the floodgates on Highway 46. They're open right now, and parish leaders say that they expect them to stay open throughout this storm. But people are getting ready just in case the storm ends up being worse than we expect. In Delacroix, people know a tropical storm isn't the end of the world, but Tuesday they were still preparing for Bertha.
They pretty much picking up their traps, getting them out the water in case the water does rise or the winds do get too heavy, because they'll lose. You don't want to lose your fishing product.
At M&M Crabs, Joshua Myers told us he and his coworkers picked loose items up off the dock.
Some people might be picking up their boats to get them out the water. Most people won't because it's not a serious storm.
That was the attitude in Shell Beach, too. South Montana owns Gotcha Hooked Guide Service. He says the area can see 4 feet of tidal surge just from a few days of high wind.
It's the norm, and I really don't think it's going to be much. This thing's going to do much to us.
St. Bernard Parish Sheriff James Pullman says the rest of the parish will probably be fine, too.
Our biggest concern with this storm is going to be in the eastern part of the parish, outside of our levee protection system. But, it's became routine to us to deal with these situations.
Ahead of Bertha's landfall, he says parish departments have been meeting with each other and the National Weather Service. His deputies are standing by, ready for any traffic impacts.
In the event that they have water on the roadway, we will monitor it closely. And when it becomes unsafe for people to pass, we'll shut those roadways down until it becomes safe.
He says people sometimes move their campers and boats to Highway 46 inside the floodgates when a storm's coming. If that ends up being the case, he'll have extra patrols in the area to keep an eye on them. Fontana says he hasn't seen a lot of people head that direction so far.
Storms, you watch boats and campers in and out of here all day long, going. And when you leave here, if it was really bad, when you went through the flood wall, the street for 2 miles would be nothing but campers and boats side by side.
Still, he and Myers say they know forecasts can change at the last minute, especially if a storm stalls.
You never know what it could turn into, what it might be the outcome. So
they're getting ready just in case. And speaking of getting ready, if you are in St. Bernard Parish and you want to get some sandbags at the last minute, there are sandbag stations open for another hour. They'll be closing at 6 today. One of them is actually right here. It's by Fire Station 10. There are 3 more. One's at the port, one's at the government complex, and the other is at the Tractor Supply store. In St. Bernard Parish, Rachel Handley, WWL Louisiana.